$2.7 million. That is how much the group New Life for a New Generation has received from the state and federal governments since 2018.
About a months-long defenders investigation raising questions about how the nonprofit spent much of that state money.
Now, the night team's Dylan Collier uncovered financial records showing multiple trips, vehicle purchases, and serious ethical concerns. It's tonight's Defenders Report.
The same day, Markeisha Reed posted this Instagram selfie from a resort spa on Lake Conroe, north of Houston, July 31st. The primary bank account for a New Life for a New Generation, the nonprofit she founded and runs, was hit with a minimum balance fee. The more than $2,200 in charges for the trip put a stress on New Life's finances, according to records provided by a source within the organization. That month alone, New Life's account was overdrafted or had insufficient funds to cover charges 6 different times. So why exactly is a nonprofit created to provide diapers, formula, and counseling to pregnant moms and young parents being used to fund the out-of-town escapades of its president and founder? It's a question State Representative Donna Howard wants answered.
It sounds like an egregious misuse of tax dollars.
Howard, the chair of the Texas Women's Health Caucus, has repeatedly expressed concerns about the program New Life falls under, alternatives to abortion, or A2A, even as the budget for the statewide project has increased exponentially to around $100 million the next 2 years.
This has been the problem really with A2A from the beginning. It was more of a political response to abortion services and never had the kind of accountability that it should have had.
Reed posted this video on social media with the location tag of Las Vegas in late September 2020, just weeks after New Life's account covered more than $20,000 for airline tickets and Vegas hotel reservations. It was a trip Reed documented on Instagram by remarking, "Time to have some fun," and with pictures from the Vegas Strip. Then there was the trip to Miami and another one back to Vegas just this spring, both at least partially funded by the nonprofit Reed heads, including airline tickets, hotel rooms, beach rental equipment, a travel agent, and of course, limousines. Just 2 days after New Life made a nearly $9,000 wire transfer to Puerto Rico in late June, Reed posted pictures on Instagram from its capital city of San Juan. While sources say New Life staff were among the guests that joined Reed and her family on these out-of-state jaunts, it remains unclear how the nonprofit's clients benefited in any way.
A good charity will tell you where the money's going, but I think a great charity will reveal the impact.
Jason Mesa, regional director of the Better Business Bureau of San Antonio, says tax records show New Life is doing neither, and that the organization of its 3-person board of directors, which includes Reed, her common-law daughter-in-law, and the father of some of her children, is a recipe for mismanagement.
It's conflict of interest, down to the nuts and bolts. It's a huge conflict of interest.
For example, check records show Reed has been paid tens of thousands of dollars this year by New Life for vehicles, including, according to sources, more than $32,000 for this Dodge Charger alone, even though title records show it's still in her name and was originally bought by Reed for far less than that amount. A Kelley Blue Book estimate for the Charger puts its value at just over half of what Reed was provided by her nonprofit for it by the end of September. In the fall of 2020, days before New Life received the first of 2 federal Paycheck Protection loans, it paid more than $32,000 to buy a Polaris Slingshot motorcycle, free and clear. The 3-wheeler frequently appears on social media, including being driven by Reed's family member.
How do we prevent this sort of misuse from happening with state dollars again?
Good question, and I think that's something that we need to explore.
This past October, a grant writer resigned from New Life, citing toxicity and a disregard for ethics that New Life seems to foster as his reasons for leaving. After answering only a few of our questions, Reed locked herself inside a West Side smoke shop that she owns. Finally, despite also receiving more than $139,000 in PPP loans, and despite reimbursements from the state that frequently exceeds six figures per month. By late September, New Life had negative $300 in its primary account. A source says the nonprofit has also been straddled with making payments on 3 separate lines of credit. Officials for both the Texas Health and Human Services Commission and the Texas Pregnancy Care Network, which administers the state program, say they are unaware of any financial irregularities taking place. For the Defenders, Dylan Collier, KSAT 12 News.